Do I feel like my time is now? Yes, yes I do. I do think it's here.
Your comments toss and turn, they live in my mind. I didn't ask for this, you're playing games when it's not the time. Don't wanna talk to you, you wasted all my patience, all my loveliness. The ancients say the liars don't have hearts, you have mine. I'ma close my eyes for a second. I don't wanna give you attention, no. Everyone's the same, but with your glang, I'm only seeing minor. Can't afford to see a major. I'm only wasting my time thinking that way.
Hi, my name is Lauralie and I'm a music beacon.
At a young age, Lauralie was very expressive. She demanded your attention. She knew how to get it. When Apple introduced the new iMac, they introduced this feature, the photo booth feature, where you can take selfies. And Lauralie would spend hours staring, playing, and making these expressive faces and taking selfies of different emotions. She'll be sad, she'll be happy, she'll be crying. And I remember one where she was actually crying and she wasn't happy, and she stopped for a moment in between cries, stopping and saying, I need to get this picture. And she stops and then she goes on the computer and she took a picture. And she was very much independent. I mean, there was a lot of those qualities that I see in her now as she's getting older. She loved music. She would listen to music. She was quick at capturing lyrics, and when she listens to a song, she could sing it right back at you after a while. Also, just around the house, she would be singing. If she got a song that she liked, she would sing. But I think it was more her voice that caught me off guard, because when she would sing, as a parent, anything that your kid does is amazing. So I'm biased in that sense. But there was something about her when she would sing that really made you stop and say, oh my God, there might be something here. But it wasn't like the intention was, there's something here, let's go after it and get it. It was more like, that's interesting. What can we do to kind of cultivate that and see whether she likes this or not?
I was a stay-at-home mom. Like, we did everything together. Did some few modeling jobs together. We were always together, and Eddie was the outside person trying to come in. I can say maybe around 2, that's when I started saying, oh yes, I think she's might love to sing, because every child loves to sing and dance at some point. I put her in a dance class, and every time I went to pick her up, a teacher was like, she is disrupting the class. She's always singing. So I was like, okay, so what does that mean? So I found a vocal coach to start voice lessons. Learning from my parents, when I had a passion, I steered them that way.
That first moment was in 3rd grade. I was 9 years old, I believe, and that was when I was in my first musical theater show. I had a lot of fun, and I was also the lead role, Annie. So a lot of things were just happening where I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just here. I'm here for the ride, and it was surreal. Being part of musical theater, it was friendly, it was welcoming, and it was also hard work. I feel like everyone knew what their job was. I feel like I met more dedicated people in the field that I was interested in. I was like, okay, this is my path. For auditions, one thing I'd say is don't compare yourself to other people. I remember when I first started auditioning especially for TV and film, that's when I truly realized that I was looking around and comparing myself to all these other kids. I'd seen them on TV before. Do I have a chance? But then I realized we're all auditioning for the same role. We're in the room together. You know, you may have been in a TV show or a movie, but I'm still here. Definitely don't compare yourself to anyone else. It just takes a toll on your confidence too, because everyone else has their own path on how they get somewhere. And I think if it's not your time yet, then it's not your time yet. But if you work hard at it, then it'll definitely come to you. I have like a step ladder of goals that I want to achieve. And one thing that I found troubling was submitting auditions over self-tapes. That was something I was like, oh, I never get those, or they never call me back unless I'm singing in it. I think in quarantine, because of the songwriting, because I was doing what I wanted to do, I wasn't conscious about how I was perceived by everyone else. And I think that showed through to people I was auditioning for. So I auditioned for the McDonald's ad. I got a call back for it, and then they said that I got the job. And I was like, oh, this is exciting, over quarantine, yes. One thing specific that I remember that really was a kind of a big moment for me, I sang at the New Jersey Devils hockey game. And I'd done that prior to, I'd done that before, but I feel like this time was different. It felt, the equipment was new and it was a new environment in a way, even though it was the same place, but there's a new aura to it or a vibe, I don't know. Getting out there and singing and then forgetting the words, it was definitely like, it was surprising. It was a shocking moment. I didn't feel like crying then. I was more like, did this just happen? Like, can we rewind? Let me try again. And that's when I heard everyone else in the stadium singing. That was really amazing. Hearing everyone else singing and knowing that they understood that everyone, you know, makes mistakes and everything like that, and everyone's human. They understand that I'm ready for something. I'm now ready for something to happen, and I think the moment that they got that was when I started creating opportunities for myself. And beforehand, they were like, when it's your time to get a job, you'll get a job. It's not right for you, then it's not right for you. And you know, I never truly understood that until now. You know, looking at scripts and auditions that you're seeing, and like, I want to play that character. Like, I can do that. But it's like, is that your part though? Like, if it's not meant for you, then it's not meant for you, and that's okay. But there is something that's meant for you, whether it is you write it yourself or you're gonna sing it yourself.
Think back to last time we met. I was happy, how good could life get?